Well, in order to get my sheep wagon out the door, I have my forklift in the way, I have some bags of sawdust, I've got some old wheels that somehow I got conned into fixing. It just grows when you have an empty spot. Well, you certainly ought to put something there. I do need to finish my wheels on this spreader. Remember, I have that left front wheel. It's just a front wheel. It doesn't really matter whether it goes left or right. But I would like to get wheels under this manure spreader. I may have to roll it out on the street in order to bring the sheep wagon forward, and then I'm going to put this manure spreader back in the position of where the sheep wagon is now, because I still have some odds and ends to do on this. So anyway, the other front wheel. Well, when I do large wheels, like the borax wheels that weigh 1,000 pounds, and maybe those logging wheels, they were 1,500 pounds and 10 feet tall. You know, the first thought is that those must be really difficult. Well, they are only difficult in handling their weight. The physics of how they go together is actually somewhat easier because you have more leverage on so many more of these parts. These little wheels are so stiff and tough to work with that they're in some ways more difficult to build than a 10-foot wheel, or like these 12-foot wheels that I'm going to build. So there's the physical dilemma in dealing with great big wheels, but the dynamics and physics involved in wheel building is really pretty much the same. These little wheels can be a real rascal. And I have done wheels even smaller than these 28-inch wheels. I've done some goat cart wheels that are down to that 6-inch area, 10-inch area. And those little sinkers are kind of a challenge. But I still have the 2 rear wheels to do on this spreader. But in order to use the fellies that I have, they're 4-inch wide and 2-inch thick, I need to trim them down to where they're only 1.5 inches thick. Generally, I like to trim the outside down instead of the inside. But this case, I'm going to trim it off of the inside because these are only 46 inch to begin with. I don't want to cut them down to 45. So I'm going to take it off the inside so I have my 46 outside, and I just have to push it out to 47. Well, I have 3 tires out of the 4. For some reason, I ended up missing one front wheel. The back ones are 3/8 of an inch thick by 4, and the front ones are 1/4 of an inch by 4. So I went and got me some 1/4 by 4 straight stock. I need to run it through the roller and make a tire for the 4th wheel, which is the 2nd front wheel. Well, just like putting on 4-inch fellies and a 28-inch diameter, 4-inch tires and a 28-inch diameter are as difficult as well. The smaller the wheel, just the all around harder they are. So I'm going to do these first 2 first while I'm still kind of fresh. I'm still going to double torch them because I need all the heat in here that I can get. We've got a fan running. We're down here early in the morning. We're supposed to be that 100-degree area today too, so I want to get these done first. We'll see how it goes. Hey, it rolls. What a good step, what a good feeling. Diane has been reading all the comments and questions, as you well know, and she said there's been a number of folks asking, why are these front wheels so small? You can see it sets pretty high in the front end because it has a pretty substantial fifth wheel assembly, but these front wheels need to turn underneath. That's how it gets the sharp turning ability to come in and out of barns and in and out of corrals. That's why they're as small as they have to be. Appreciate you coming along. Thanks for watching.